Veteran kicker Greg Joseph will get us started here. And off we go from Ford Field. Here comes a return from the 3. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And his initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get this very close to a first down. Nice run there. Just end up a little bit short. An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. Motion man is Hyatt. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Giants.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. He is in. Touchdown, New York. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems, Mike, the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets... close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he will score! Touchdown, Lions! Here's Greg Joseph for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Gibbs. Powering forward. He's in. Joe Milton. Touchdown, Detroit. Point after drive forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. First and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll air one out, and that is incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now, faking the give. On target to Laporta. And it's a big play. He's finally taken down. What a way to end the first. They can't wait to start the next quarter. So after 1, it's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back. Now, this looks like a design run. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's Hooker. He's going to keep it himself, and he's into the end zone. Austin Hooper, touchdown Lions. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Finding space at the 15. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. A big play for the Giants. It's a gain of 34. That's caught. It's Dylan Johnson. A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Point after now from Tucker. He knocks it through. And the Giants draw closer here. It's 21-14. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
It's third down and 12.
To throw, Hooker. That one intercepted.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
That ties the game at 41 apiece.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Hooker. That one knocked away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
First down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hooker to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
A run on 1st and goal. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Joe Milton, touchdown Detroit. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Joseph's extra point up and good. And the Lions go up by 7, 28-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin with a zone read. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull it?
And he will go all the way. Touchdown, New York. His 2nd touchdown of this first half.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, Hooker. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hooker. He'll get this out. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Back to throw. Hooker. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
And he will score again. Joe Milton. Touchdown, Lions. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Joseph's extra point up and good. And the Lions will go up by 7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. A handoff as they try to run it here. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Giants first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Big opening up the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. That is brought in. And he will dive into the end zone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up and uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to...
This one intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super.
That one, take it in. Touchdown, Detroit. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now they'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Back to the air one more time. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football at their own 40.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. He takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs. Oh, big hole left side. And he's into the end zone yet again. Joe Milton, touchdown Lions. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season. Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number 1. And I'll tell you what, at 4-0, it doesn't get much better than that.
He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. They'll look to throw. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a Giants first down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. That one incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He's going to try it here again. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and will take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 11. They hand it to Gibbs. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
Is the gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
A toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Loose past the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Lions called their first timeout, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. To the air now on 1st and 10. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So it's a win here for the Lions. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0.